What's your favourite HSW vehicle in GTA Online? Is it the Veleno GT? Is it the Hakucho Drag? Maybe even the Lacarouse? Well, today I'm going over the top 10 HSW vehicles in GTA Online. As of now, there are 28 HSW cars and 1 HSW motorcycle. But which ones are actually worth your time and your money? We'll be ranking this based on 3 factors: speed, handling and price. So how about we start with the most expensive one in this list, and at number 10 we have the weaponized Ignis, which is based on the Lamborghini Scion FKP 37. Basically a regular Ignis with a front mounted machine gun on top, which I do think is quite interesting. However, the reason it's number 10 on this list is because it cost a whopping $4.5 million with no trade price.
$4.5 million with no trade price.
And the HSW upgrade cost around $500,000. So you're looking at roughly $5 million to even obtain this vehicle. And that's if you have current gen consoles. For that price, you probably expect it to be absolutely astonishing, tarnishing. But no, it only goes 146 miles per hour, which is a bit underwhelming when you consider the price. Handling wise, the weaponized IG is quite good actually, but don't take it onto like high curves because it sits quite low to the ground. The reason it's on this list is because it's one of a kind, and it's the only weaponized vehicle to have HSW upgrades, which I think is quite cool actually. It's definitely unique, but at $5 million, it's definitely not the best vehicle in terms of value. Now at the number 9 spot, we have the D-Class Vigora ZX, which is based on the Chevrolet Camaro ZR1. You also have a convertible version of this vehicle as well, which I just think is for hipsters. The price for the base version is $1,947,000, and the price for the convertible one is $2,295,000. And the HSW upgrade costs $500,000 for both models, which is around $2.8 million in total before any extra upgrades, which is quite cheap for HSW vehicles actually. In terms of speed, the Vigora ZX absolutely dominates straight line speed at a top speed of 158 miles per hour, making it the second fastest muscle car in the game after the Tampa GT. The handling on this vehicle is not the best, as the rear wheels do slip a lot, but at least you can pull wheelies with the vehicle, so I guess it's a little bit better. Yeah. Overall, the Vigora ZX isn't bad, but there's definitely better vehicles on this list. I'm not saying this car's bad, but as a whole, there's definitely better vehicles. At number 8, we have the current S95, which is based on the Toyota GR86 with some design influence from the Subaru BRZ. The price of this vehicle is $1,995,000 with no trade price, and another $525,000 for the HSW upgrade. You can also get this vehicle for free with baseline HSW upgrades by migrating your account from legacy consoles, aka moving your GTA Online account from PS4 to PS5. Performance wise, it has a top speed of 156.8 miles per hour, which is definitely not the fastest, but it's enough. The customization is not the best either, but you can still make it look okay. And handling wise, it suffers from lack of grip when doing launches, but that's normal for most HSW vehicles. The rear wheels do tend to slip out a lot though, similar to the Vigora ZX. It's not a bad vehicle, considering that it's possible to get it for free. At number 7, we have the Veleno GT, which is based on the Capricorn 01 Zagato? Whatever. Just because I put this in number 7 does not mean I don't think the car's bad. All the vehicles on this list are top 10, remember? Anyway, this vehicle costs a steep $3,090,000, and the HSW upgrade is roughly $1.8 million. In total, that's $4.8 million spent on this vehicle, which makes it nearly as expensive as the weaponized IG, which I just found mind-blowing. In terms of top speed, it has a top speed of 164 miles per hour, so it's a good competitor for races. Surprisingly, the handling is actually quite good, as the rear wheels don't have a tendency to slip out every 5 seconds. It's exceptional on the track as well, which I do find quite cool. It was recently released in a new quarter center DLC along with other stuff, so yeah, If the Renault GT was cheaper, then it would be much higher on this list, but this vehicle as a package is quite good, apart from that appalling price tag. Number 6 brings us to the FMJ Mark V, which is heavily based on the Ford GT Mark IV. Okay, I'll give my credits, it looks amazing, and the customization is not that bad either. However, the opinion on it might change when you find out that this vehicle costs nearly $3 million and another $1.9 million for the HSW upgrade, bringing the total to nearly $5 million, which is basically just as expensive as the weaponized IG. That's crazy for a vehicle with underwhelming performance, as it only has a top speed of 155.75 miles per hour with full upgrades. The only reason it's higher than the Renault GT is because it looks and it sounds absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. Nothing else to say about the FMJ, it's just overpriced. At number 5, we have the time trial demon itself, the Shih Tzu Hakucho Drag. You thought the Banshee GTS, didn't you? Anyway, it can't be a HSW list without this speed demon. It's based on the Suzuki Hayabusa, I think, one of the fastest HSW. Let's try that again. It's based on the Suzuki Hayabusa, one of the fastest motorcycles ever made. The rear styling is also based on the Honda Super Blackbird. This vehicle has a base cost of just $976,000, and the HSW upgrade is another $1.4 million, which is roughly $2.4 million in total, which isn't bad for HSW vehicles. It has a top straight line speed of 157.5 miles per hour, which makes it the fastest bike in the game in a straight line. The key word there is straight line. I know the Riva is technically faster, but not in a straight line, it has to do wheelies. The biggest strength for the drag is its acceleration, which is one of the quickest with a 0 to 60 in 1.7 seconds. The stability of the bike is obviously good because it's rare that you're going to lose traction on a bike. Unless you crash into a car at high speed, then you'll be dead. Like the weaponized IG, this is also one of a kind, as it's the only motorcycle to get HSW upgrades in GTA Online. Moving on to number 4, we have the best value for money car, and it's obviously the Grotti Turismo Classic, primarily based on the Ferrari F40, but also takes inspiration from the 348 and the Testarossa. It costs just $705,000, and the HSW upgrade is around $897,000, which brings the total cost to $1.6 million, which is dirt cheap in today's economy. You don't even necessarily have to buy the vehicle, because you can get it for free with HSW spec upgrades if you do tier 4 of the Los Santos tuners, and you can get the base vehicle for free in the career builder. It has a top speed of 151.5 miles per hour, paired with decent handling and one of the best sports classic in GTA Online. It's not the best for races, but for the price, it's definitely a good budget entry HSW car. Into the top 3 now. At number 3, we have the Uber Mac Niobe, one of the best handling HSW vehicles in GTA Online. It's based on the BMW i8 and has a base price of $1,880,000, and the HSW upgrade price is the same. People would say this is the fastest HSW car, which I understand, but it only has a top speed of 159.5 miles per hour. But the handling is absolutely exceptional. You can maintain speeds through corners, you can brake later, and the car is actually controllable, so it's definitely a good race competitor. And its lap times prove that top speed isn't everything. It's definitely just a solid pick for overall HSW driving. 2, we have a surprising one, and that's the Grotti Italia GTO Stinger TT, which is based on the Ferrari Roma. It has a base price of around $2.4 million and a HSW upgrade price of $1.4 million, bringing the total price to $3.8 million before any Armani tech and all that stuff. It does seem expensive, but like I just said, this vehicle has armor plating, which is amazing, paired with an amazing top speed of 168.5 miles per hour. The handling's okay, definitely not on the Niobe's level, but it's still good. You can argue that some vehicles are faster than this one, but this vehicle is very fast and has exceptional lap times. And it was the fastest vehicle in the game before the Banshee GTS came out in the Agents of Sabotage update. It's definitely a good package for what you pay. it could technically beat a Niobe and Banshee GTS in a race if you're on point, which makes it a good race competitor. Overall, it's just an amazing vehicle to have. And finally, at number 1, it's not a surprise here, but obviously the Banshee GTS, which is based on the Dodge Viper ACR Extreme. It cost around $2 million and the HSW upgrades around 1.9 million. So roughly 3.9 million in total. What'd you get out of it? 172 miles per hour. As of now, the Banshee GTS is the fastest car in GTA Online as of now in terms of tested top speed. The acceleration is also quite good as well. The handling is not the best, but how's that relevant when you're going at 170 plus miles per hour? But what? Why do I keep saying these random things? Anyway, definitely the best HSW car in the game. Well, except from the Niobe, but the Niobe just sounds terrible. Anyway, that concludes my list on the top 10 HSW vehicles in GTA Online. But I need water so badly, so I'm gonna end the video here. Like and subscribe to support me, by the way. And yeah, I'm just done for today. I'm finished.